fight changed. The fight totally reversed. Leonard became the puncher, the stalker, and Hearns became the boxer who was evading.
Ray's corner telling him to stay on him, stay on him. Hearns backs up now. Leonard stalks him. Another left hand.
Hearns is still hurt.
Thomas got hit. Thomas got hurt. I mean, we couldn't believe it.
Combinations once more by Ray Leonard. Hearns' legs are still like jelly.
That's the first time we had ever seen Thomas in trouble. We didn't know if he could ever take a punch.
Hearns is against the ropes, and he has definitely had the starch taken out of him here.
They could have knocked him out in that round, I'm certain. And he let him off, thinking he's playing possum. He's not really hurt as bad as this. If I go after him, is he going to catch me?
Right hand misses by Leonard. Gives Hearns another moment. He's still hurt, though. Combinations right above us. Hearns goes reeling back once more. Against the ropes again as we come to the end of round 6.
At the end of the 6th round, I was threatening to possibly stop the fight.
Most definitive round of the fight.
That round could turn the fight around.
But Thomas has tremendous pride and determination.
We doctored him up, put some ice, and brought him back as quick as we could. Sent him back out there for some more damage.
Good left hook, good uppercut, left hook.
Once more, Hearns backs
Hearns
up
is hurt.
against the ropes, and he is hurt.
All I thought about doing was keep throwing punches, just keep throwing punches, just keep throwing punches.
And right now, Thomas Hearns is an open book to Ray Leonard. Backs up against the ropes.
And his legs almost buckled on him.
I stayed right in his chest, I stayed right in his body. From then on out, that was my fight plan, to just take the fight to him, to break him down.
Leonard giving a lot of pounding to Thomas Hearns, who unquestionably is hurt.
I don't think Hearns is going to weather this off. I really don't.
Tommy was in so much pain. I don't know how he stayed on his feet. I really don't.
I wasn't so much scared. It's just I was trying to regain my composure.
Thomas Hearns looking every part to beat the fighter now. Another right hand drives him back into the ring post. Crowd is on its feet here in Vegas. We come to the end of the round.
I knew I had him. I said, this is over. I figured he was gone. He was out.
Tommy Hearns is in a land now that he's never been to before.
I knew once that bell rang to go back out there, I'd been okay. All I needed was a few minutes to get myself back together.
Emmanuel was trying to just get him together. He said, don't worry about it. You got to box him. Tommy, you have to box.
So Ray Leonard comes to round 8 now, having taken the measure of his man in the last 2 rounds. Right now, there seems little doubt as to the outcome of this fight.
That's when Tommy showed the true heart of a champion. He was amazing.
You could see him, for a couple of rounds, just trying to clear his head as he stayed away. And then he started pecking away, and he's piling up points.
He was on his toes. He was using the ring. He was sliding side to side.
He's no longer the hitman. He's the dancer.
I don't think I've ever seen a fight that took an 180-degree turn the way this one did. I think Sugar Ray is a little bit confused.
It was very, very difficult for me to keep up with him because I was exhausted. I was gasping for breath.
A jab snaps the head of Ray Leonard back and lands right on that puffy left eye.
My eye was so tender that his jab would seem like a sledgehammer.
Larry, you've been scoring the fight. You really do have Hearns getting back in it the last 3 rounds.
I do.
I mean, Hearns has got it won. All he's got to do is keep pecking away, and he's going to be welterweight champ.
By the end of the 12th round, Hearns had boxed his way back to a significant lead on all 3 judges' scorecards.
Back ahead, unfortunately.
You heard Emmanuel Stewart that you're back ahead on points.
And with 3 rounds remaining, Leonard's legacy was on the line.
You got 9 minutes. You're blowing it now, son. You're blowing it.
My eye was like a slit. I had no peripheral vision.
I remember looking at it and just thinking, ugh.
Angelo kept saying to me, you're blowing it, kid. You're blowing it. You're blowing it.
Break. I'll separate the men from the boys now. We're blowing it.
In other words, you're losing.
You got to take it away from him, okay? Speed.
And you just see him explode out of the corner.
This, of course, is the 13th round, Randy. You heard everything that Angelo Dundee had to say. You got 9 minutes. You got 9 minutes.
Ray just gave it all. Everything. See, Tommy digged down, but Ray stooped down and digged down to get this fight out.
Leonard is going for the whole boat. Hitting it with combinations. Leonard has given everything he's got. Hearns starts down, but grabs, and now goes down through the ropes.
The only thing that kept him from being knocked into the seats was he was completely tangled up in the ropes.
I was hoping that Tommy could hold on. I was hoping that Tommy could keep moving.
Tommy had a huge heart. He was just going on guts then.
Hearns leaning on him, definitely in trouble. Another right hand by Leonard. Hearns down between the ropes against 6-1 lead. Leonard is sent to the neutral corner. Time has run out in the round here. And Hearns is on his feet. So we come to the 14th round. It was a very crucial one, to say the least, Larry.
Time-wise, was getting close. Tommy knew that only thing I had to do is box for 2 rounds. I'm the champ of the world.
Basically, if he could have stayed on his feet, he'd have won the fight. He was that far ahead on some of the judges' scorecards.
We knew Ray was behind, so he had to knock him out.
Leonard wants to put his man away right here. Does not want this fight to go to a decision.
It was a race against the clock. 2 of the greatest fighters of all time.
A right hand and that hurts Thomas Hearns, sends him reeling. Hearns is not down yet.
Ray, at that point, smelled blood.
Ray taunts him now. 2 left hands against the rope. Hearns is reeling.
I threw every punch that I had left. I just went on a rampage.
Trying to go downstairs is Ray Leonard.
Thomas was on the ropes, still holding his hands up, blocking punches, but didn't have the energy to even hold his body erect.
Hearns just trying to hang on here. Left hand sends Hearns back against the ropes again. And that's all. It's over. And Ray Leonard is the undisputed welterweight champion of the world against a very game Thomas Hearns. You cannot say enough about both of these fighters.
I jumped in the ring. We grabbed Ray. It was the greatest thing since my mother's chicken.
That was Ray's big obstacle. That's the mountain he had to climb. Once he climbed it, oh, God, it was a beautiful show from there.
Hail to the new, undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Ray became the ambassador to the boxing. And Tommy was the one to put him in that position.
You look at a rather stunned Thomas Hearns right now.
I felt I let myself down as well as my fans. That was a fight that I definitely had won. I had it in the bag already, and just let it slip away.
Detroit really lived and died with him that night, and they had no compunction to come into Tommy later and saying, I bet my house on you.
There was 2 champions in the same division, and one of us had to be eliminated. And I say, Detroit, I shall return.
I cried all that night afterwards, and I woke up the next morning and I started crying again. And Thomas himself, he cheered me up like a father cheered up a son when it should have been the other way around.
Tommy Hearns was clearly not disgraced in the fight. He raised the level of his game. He also raised the level of Sugar Ray Leonard's game.
One of us came out victorious, but still, I say in my book, we both are still champions.
That fight was the most important fight to Sugar Ray Leonard and to Tommy Hearns, without question.
Leonard lost an eye, Hearns lost his consciousness, but they both gained immortality, ring immortality that night.
Stand up. Go stand up. Stand up. Right.
3 months after Leonard Hearns, Muhammad Ali fought for the last time. The passing of the torch was complete. But Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns didn't meet again in the ring until 8 years later, 1989. That night, Hearns knocked Sugar Ray Leonard down twice and seemed to many at ringside to have earned his long-sought vindication. But the judges' scorecards turned up even, and Leonard escaped with a draw and a sigh of relief. Thanks for watching The Tale of Leonard Hearns.